Long time no see, but not really because it's only been like 2 weeks, maybe. Anyway, today I'm doing a Top 5 Wednesday countdown, which I don't think I've done yet this month. And it is going to be disappointing eye candy because sometimes books look really good and then they turn out to be not good at all or just not what you were expecting, in some way disappointing. So let's get on to the list. For number 5, I have Angel Fall by Susan E., which is the first book in the Penryn and the End of Days series, is I think what it's called. Anyway, this book wasn't like horrible or disappointing in the sense that I didn't like it, because I actually did like this book. I mean, I rated it 4 stars. I actually really enjoyed it. But the reason why this is on the list is because I feel like, for me personally, it wasn't enough for me to want to continue the series. I mean, it was such an interesting concept for the plot, and the plot wasn't bad at all. There was a couple things that were like, where is this going? Like, it got a little weird. But the plot was fine. And the characters were mostly fine too. I really liked Penryn as a main character, but we don't really get much character development from any of the others, maybe besides Rafi. And even so, we don't really get as much from him as Penryn. But anyway, I just never continued the series because I didn't really feel the need to. I also actually kind of liked the ending for this book, and I kind of want to leave it like it is. So that's why it's on my disappointing, just because it didn't make me want to read the rest of the books. Number 4 on my list is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. So first off, I just want to say the art in this is amazing. Like, just look at this. However, I felt sort of average about this. Like, obviously the art is amazing and I really enjoyed that aspect. But the plot was like, okay, I got the idea of the plot, but the main problem I had with it was that I could not connect to the main character Connor whatsoever emotionally. So that made it almost obsolete because it's like his journey with like his mother's cancer, and like it's supposed to be all emotional. But the point is, if you're not emotionally attached to the main character, then it's not emotional at all and almost makes it like not as enjoyable. I found it disappointing in that aspect because literally everyone on booktube was like, oh, this made me cry, and I was just like not emotionally attached. So I thought it was just okay. Okay, moving on. Number 3 is Sweet by Emmy Laybourne. This book is about a girl named Laurel who goes with her friend Viv on a luxury cruise to in celebration of this new sweetener called Solu, which it's about like this nightmarish cruise because Solu starts to make them act crazy, and just madness ensues. Again, this book wasn't horrible, but it was just okay, and I thought that I would like it better because, hello, it's Emmy Laybourne. Her Monument 14 series is like my second favorite of all time. I found it challenging to connect to any of the characters, really. Like, not that they were bad characters, but they just weren't super interesting and fleshed out characters. I feel like this could have been really, really good, but I feel like the plot was somewhat hindered because there was a like insta love aspect that was kind of annoying. Like, it didn't overtake the whole book, but it was still a little bit annoying to read about it. I did enjoy the premise that was set up, and Emily Bourne definitely knows how to make like an apocalyptic and scary world. Like, I appreciated that, but I just feel like it wasn't written to its full potential. Number 2 is the last book in a series, and I know this is kind of cheating because like I would have read this book anyways because it's in a series and not just like a first book in a series or a standalone that I only picked up for the cover. Not that I did that with these other books, but it was just a very, very disappointing book with a cover that was actually really cool looking that I just had to put it on here. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to show you. And number 1 on my list is Illusion by Claudia Gable and Cheryl Clam. I do not own this book because I got it from the library, but this book was 2 stars for me. It was just so boring. The cover is actually amazing. This is what it looks like. There was almost nothing that I liked about this book. It was so boring and unnecessarily long, confusing at some times. I did not connect with any of the characters, especially main character. She was so annoying. And then the romance was like really stupid because it was like a love triangle, and then like insta love is just like, no, go away. So that is it for the list, and I will see you in my next video. So just kidding, I'm not going to do that every time. Okay, bye!